gets any brighter than that. So I'm gonna explain some stuff real quick. Let's see if it gets any brighter. Don't know if this is gonna get brighter. Okay, so in 1996, I was slipped 4.5 hits of acid. I really didn't. I wasn't really ever like attracted. I wasn't attracted to heavy drugs, just marijuana, liquor, and beer. Well, kind of messed with me a little bit. But in '96, after I did the acid, about 2 weeks later, it was very difficult for the side effects from the acid. I tried committing, so I sliced my wrist, and that ain't how you kill yourself. You gotta go, you know, same way as you are. But the thing is, I ended up in the fieldstone. Then I tried committing suicide. I got out. I got a doctor, a psychiatrist. His name in Battle Creek, his name is Dr. Zavensitilius. Well, I had him since I was 18. I'm 41, and eventually, my psychiatrist, Zavensitilius, is like my best friend. I'd seen him since I was 18. I love the man. He always, I mean, his intentions for me weren't you know, any human being that is forced to take medication to see a psychiatrist. I don't agree with that shit. That's just not right. Human beings ain't made to be guinea pigs. Human beings ain't made to be batteries for other people to enjoy life and shit. That's not the way God. That's not the way God works. Well, anyway, eventually, Dr. Z, he got leukemia, and I didn't see him for like 2 years straight. All the way up to that point, to where, from when I first started, to where he stopped being my doctor. And then I had to go like 2-3 years without a psychiatrist. All I could see was a caseworker and a nurse. Well, I didn't intentionally stop taking my medication. Is what happened is I had to start getting up at 7 a.m. so I could get my friend a ride to work and my dad a ride to work, and then I had to come home and go to bed and get back up and pick him up at 5 and take my friend home and take my dad home. Well, the thing is, I had to stop taking the medication because I was falling asleep at the wheel in the morning. I just wanted to be safe on myself and everybody else. I wanted to respect other people driving, because when you that medication it's strong. It's Zyprexa. It's strong medication. It's like it's a self-induced coma. So all that time I was giving them rides in the morning, which I didn't get paid. I didn't get gas money. I didn't even get any money for doing it. And I had to spend 18 days in the fieldstone because of that. I said, look, they said hey, because the judge ordered evaluation. I already knew I was going to get locked in the fieldstone, so I just called the police. I said, let's do this. So the police came and got me. I already knew I was getting locked up. I didn't give a fuck. I've been locked up almost 10 times in jail and in the institution. I don't care. It's just sad when people take advantage of you and then turn it around and make it look like it was my fault. People took advantage of me and made it look like I wouldn't recognize that sooner or later, and I recognized it sooner than later. All right. So that whole majority of the years I gave them rides, I took the medication. Even after I stopped seeing Dr. Z, I still kept taking my medication. I willingly take medication, not because I'm mentally messed up or anything, but it helps me sleep. That Zyprexa helps me sleep. I love sleeping, but I don't like sleeping. This is 2020. Who wants to sleep the rest of their life away? Judge, police, Battle Creek system. So I ended up getting I did 18 days in the Fieldstone in a mental institution. I had more fun in there than I am right here now and have on the streets. Since I got out, I've been taking my medication. Still pissed off. What? Not any woman wanting to talk to me or date me, black or white, Mexican, Latin. There ain't any woman in Battle Creek that want to deal with me. I don't know why. I guess they just don't want to find their whole style. See, the thing is, what I'm doing, this is an example. What I'm doing now is what they did in like the 80s and 90s. And I was like, all right, let's bring this back. Let's bring it back to the 2020 and see if they like it now. Now they don't want nothing to do with that life. Let's say another 20 years from now they want to go back to that life, and I'm back to the other shit. That this is just like the biblical days. Some of God's people did certain things and they call them devils. And then other times God's people did things. I mean, no matter what God's people do, Satan deceives human beings, especially women, into deception and falsely accusing God's people. Us human beings that turn to God and repent and ask for forgiveness, we're not here to cause problems and shit. But we're here to set examples in God's kingdom and the kingdom of the world, and to Satan and his people that God's people can be tricked too. But the thing is, I think God's narrowing down the fine line between hate and love. Because it don't matter, no matter how much a male or female of God gives people of God, people of Satan, no matter how much people of God give money to the believers of Satan, bisexuals and race and color, the hate don't matter. They're called scammers and D-boys. Scammers. Women scam God's people. The woman of the devil scam God's people out of the money. God's people, and God, they actually think, I think they understand they're not getting away with it. But they just do it because it's fun. It's fun to steal from God. It's fun to steal from God's people. It's funny because then people suffer and die. Is what happened. God changed I changed the weather in this world. I'm not dying. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to stay happy, and I'm going to still make money. And I'm still going to mob all over the devil and the devil's people in the system. I'm going to say one more thing. I'm going to tell this to the white woman, the black woman, the Mexican woman, the Latino woman. You will never, you women and bisexuals and people that don't believe in God, you will never overcome God, and you will never overcome me. No matter what kind of condition I'm in, or how I look or how old I am. All you people of the devil will never overcome God. I'm sorry, it ain't happening. And I will prevail my life into theirs, whether they like it or not. All you women, you heard? I love y'all. You women look mighty fine.